there, just testing my new video holder. We're driving back from South Florida from the Trump rally. Actually, that's been a few days ago now, but we spent a little time in Daytona. And we're now headed to South Carolina, the border of South Carolina and North Carolina, and we're going to be participating in a documentary. Sorry, I'm driving as well as talking. Anyway, we're going to be participating in a documentary with a group from the National Dutch Television. So that's going to be interesting. Not quite sure why they want to talk to us, but I guess we'll find out. They're going to meet us in Dillon, South Carolina, and we are going to have them into our RV, into our motorhome, and they're going to talk to us about what we've been doing in the last year, attending all the rallies and about our books and things like that. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be fun. Had an interesting interview with a group. I'm not sure where they're from. The moderator or the person I spoke to was actually in Chattanooga, but he's from Texas, and the reporter on the ground was from Florida, I believe. Anyway, it's called Haps News, and they asked me some questions. You could tell they were very liberal, and I answered their questions, probably not to their satisfaction, but I had a little fun with it, so it was good to do. And I enjoy doing that kind of stuff because they often just expect that you don't have any knowledge, that you don't know the subject matter, and they are, just kind of bank on that, and then when you do, they're really surprised. So it's kind of fun. Anyway, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go to South Carolina border of North Carolina, and then from there I think Dave is probably gonna stay in that area with the motorhome, and I will go to Hershey, PA, and go to the Trump rally in Hershey, PA. I think that's on the 10th of December. So that'll be a good deal. We've been to a lot of rallies since I last did a video. I went to the Minnesota rally. That was a crazy situation. The mayor did everything he could to make it as difficult as possible for Trump supporters to get through the streets, made it as dangerous as possible, made it as uncomfortable as possible by not having enough porta potties and kind of hiding them and then turning them around so that they face a wall so you couldn't actually enter them, and then turning the heat up in the skywalks so that it was miserably hot in the skywalks where people were waiting. But it didn't deter anyone, and the turnout was incredible, and the energy in the room was amazing, as it always is. And so he didn't accomplish his goal. He did accomplish letting more protesters on the streets and making it very clear to regular Americans who just want good things for the country. It helped them see that the left is just unhinged. They're not even an option at this point for a lot of people. They've pushed themselves so far to the left that they're no longer an option for a big chunk of the Democrat Party. And I keep talking about that to different people, because when we're at these rallies, we walk up and down the lines, and talk to thousands and thousands of people. We hand out cards for our books, and we talk to them. We ask them about what they think about the president's tweets. We ask them, are they have they always voted Republican, or is this their first time to vote, or whatever the situation. We ask, and we want to know who are in these lines, and we're discovering that there are a whole lot of former Democrats in these lines, and they say, much like Ronald Reagan said, that the party left them. They feel like that, that it's just gotten so ridiculous they can't be a part of it. Sadly for them, they don't feel like they have a choice. The Democrat Party is no longer a viable choice for them. So they've come over to the Republican side and have become big Trump supporters, so much so that they stand in line for hours to see the president. So it's a big change going on in the country that I don't think is being reported very accurately or enough. And I always enjoy Brad Parscale's analysis after a Trump rally. He'll post who attended as far as the percentages of Democrat voters and Latinos and whatnot, and his numbers are very accurate in my mind, because it's what I see and how I interact with the people in the lines match up to what the numbers that he puts out after the rally. So I find it very interesting, and I'm really glad that he does that. And you know, he's a gem for the Trump campaign. What he is able to do and the data mining that they're able to do is just I mean, I'm no expert, but it surely looks incredible to me. So I think that the Trump campaign is really on the ball, and I have to laugh, because I signed up. I don't know why I did this, just maybe for fun, but I signed up to receive Joe Biden's tweets. You know, that I can't remember what his thing was, 30330 or something like that. Anyway, so I signed up for it, and it's hilarious because President Trump will send out a tweet. I mean, not a tweet, a text, and it's one text, and it's very clear what he's asking you to do, and it's very concise. It's a short text, and it's, you know, it's a no-brainer. It's easy to understand, and boom, you got it. Well, Joe Biden sends out, every single time he sends out a text, it's a 5-part text. So there's 5 text messages each time he sends out a promotional text. It's insane. So the first text you'll get, and it you know, it might be a sentence and a half, and then you wait 30 minutes to get the next text, and then maybe another 15 minutes to get the one after that, and then so on and so on. I mean, it's a good couple of hours before you get his text message of what it is he's trying to ask you to do. Now, I don't know about you, but my attention span is just not that long, and I you know, even for fun, I can't get through them. It's just so stupid. So I don't know who's doing his text messages, but man, they need to work on it. But it's a perfect example of how out of touch he is, and how, in my mind, the only reason he's running is because he's got so much dirt to cover up, and the only way he can survive is if he wins. He's not going to win, but he doesn't know that. So he's got to give it his best shot, because if he doesn't, many in his family will go to jail, including possibly him. So, you know, this is kind of what he has to do, and what a mess that man has created for himself and for his family and for the American people. Because, in my opinion, a lot of what has been done is money laundering the taxpayer money, and if that's proven to be true, and I believe it is, wow, are we really going to sit still for that? Are we really going to allow our country to tax us to, you know, these great percentages, and then only to have our politicians launder the money to other countries and then back to them? I don't think that's going to sit well with the American people. I don't. So that's going to be something to watch for sure. And I don't see this ending well for Joe, good old Joe. And then so I watched the Democrat debate, a couple of, I guess it's been a week or maybe even 2 now. I try to watch them, and I write about them afterwards because I think it's funny, and people seem to think it's funny. And so I missed a couple of them previously. I just couldn't get through them, or I was busy or whatever, so I didn't watch them. But I did watch the last one, and you know, there is not one decent candidate up there, not one that stands a chance against President Trump. I mean, none of them. I can't even put my finger on which one might be the most difficult to run against, because they're all just so bad. I mean, Elizabeth Warren is cuckoo bird. She's absolutely nuts. She wants to give everything to everybody. She has no idea how to pay for it, even though she tries to tell you she does. She doesn't. and she can't tell the truth to save her life. She doesn't know if she's an Indian. She doesn't know if she got fired for being pregnant or not. I mean, she's all over the place, and you can't trust anything she says. It's crazy. And then Kamala Harris, she, you know, she's a chameleon. She's black in Atlanta when she needs to be, and then when she's up in Connecticut, she's white as a ghost. So she's, you know, I don't know which Kamala you get usually. You know, it just depends on where she is, and so we don't know her. And her own staff says they're treated like crap. I mean, she's going nowhere. It's not going to happen. Joe Biden, if he is the candidate, oh my God, I'm almost going to feel bad for him, because it's just going to be so brutal. It's going to be so brutal. He'll never make it. He'll never make it. So now I understand Bloomberg has thrown his hat in the ring, and I've got a friend who thinks he's got a shot, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but I would be very, very surprised, because Middle America does not want anyone telling them how much soda they can drink. Okay, pretty sure that's not going to go over well when a billionaire tells you how much soda to drink. And also, I just heard a clip, something he said he's stupid. I mean, he doesn't know how to speak to. He's obviously not stupid. He's a billionaire. He's an intelligent man, but he does not know how to speak to the average American. He said in a clip, I think it was just a couple of days ago, that he believes we need to tax the poor more to teach them a lesson about how to take care of themselves. So if you tax them more, they'll buy less soda, they'll buy less cigarettes, you'll take more of their money away from them so that they can't do things that are harmful. So he wants to control what poor people do. So I'm thinking poor people probably aren't going to like that. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm poor. I don't like it. So I think it's so ridiculous and so out of touch as to what we are feeling out here. It's really simple. What we want fairness. We want low taxes. We want the ability to take care of our families without the interference of the government, and we want the government to protect us from foreign countries that would try to do us harm. That's what we want. And other than that, stay out of our way. That's pretty much, what it comes down to. And the Democrat Party is so far away from that, that they're not even in the same world as the Republican Party is right now. So I don't think that this election is going to go well, but that doesn't mean we just sit back and do nothing. We have to work extra hard, because there will be a lot of corruption. There's going to be voter fraud. We know that. That's the only way they can win, and they know that. So, I'm very concerned about voter fraud. I'm very concerned about the machines. I'm very concerned about the leadership, not leadership, but the people who man the polls. I participated in that in Texas in 2016, and it's run by Democrats pretty much, and that really concerns me. It's always interesting how Broward County finds, just the right amount of votes in somebody's trunk, during an election. So it's very concerning to me, and I think it's something we all need to pay attention to and be prepared to fight. So, that's really my bigger concern than any of these ridiculous candidates that they have. So, I guess that's it for now. I'm going to try to go live on YouTube during the Hershey, PA rally. I haven't done that yet, but I think it might be a good idea. So I'm going to try to do that, and hope to see several of you jump on during that. And hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and hope you're preparing for Christmas. And please, if you'd like a unique gift for one of your loved ones who supports the president, or even if they don't, it's still a cool gift, go to our website at justthetweets.com. Volumes 1 and 2 are available now, and we also have two new products, little baseball caps, and they're really cute. You should check them out at justthetweets.com. They make a great gift as well too, and all of our products are made in the USA, and they always will be. So that's it for now. Hope everybody has an enjoyable day.